Hi, Ollie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good to see you.
I just wanted to start by asking about Dean Henderson and whether you could talk to us a little bit about how much he's benefited from the 2 years that he spent at Sheffield United, one in the Premier League as well, and how you manage his expectations now he's got all that extra experience and return to United.
Well, it just shows how beneficial some loan deals are. Of course, Dean has worked his way up through the ranks, through the system, and the 2 years at Sheffield United has made him really come back as a more mature, quality keeper. He's had some experiences there with a great promotion, and his year in the Premier League last season as well was very valuable for us and for him. So he's made his England debut now since he's come back. I feel he's learning more and more the Man United style, that our play is a bit different. We have a couple of different demands of him, obviously. But we're very grateful to Sheffield United and Chris that they've given him a chance to develop as he did.
And I'm sure you've seen the news about Slaven Bilic this morning. I think at this stage last year, Arsenal, Everton and Spurs had all parted company with their manager, but it's taken till mid-December for Slaven to lose his job. And I just wondered if you think that Premier League clubs are more mindful of the circumstances in which you're doing your job, not only during the summer, but also this season as well.
Well, I think these times and the pandemic and what's happened has made everyone sit back and think and maybe take a deep breath. I'm very sad to hear that Slaven lost his job. I think he's done great for them, getting promotion. I know him from years back as well, so I'm sure he'll get a job again when he wants to. So that's one bit. But the other bit is that hopefully more and more clubs and teams think long term. Of course, it's a short term business. We need results short term as well, but everyone knows that continuity is a key to success. Sometimes they don't have the patience for it though.
Hi, Ollie. Just on that theme, and when we talk about that kind of patience thing, we also talk about that word pressure. And you know, the pressurised environment that United is as a player and a manager, but it's a very different pressure, isn't it, at the bottom of the Premier League with the likes of, obviously, Slaven losing his job and Chris Wilder under pressure with just one win on his book so far.
Yeah, of course, it's not a nice position to be in as a manager, because you want your players to play every game with confidence, going into a game thinking and believing they win the game. Of course, I've been there with Cardiff, and it was for me a new experience, a learning experience, of course, and a valuable one in that respect. I didn't enjoy it with the result and the relegation that we got, but as a manager, I think you're very, very one of very few if you're not gonna feel the pressure at one point, and I felt it, and I'm sure Chris, Slaven, and whoever feels that pressure are mentally strong enough, because you have to be mentally strong to be the manager anyway.
Do any sort of answers or solutions about why so many teams are better away from home than they are at home at the moment? Is it because somewhere like Old Trafford is, you know, because I think there are only 4 teams that have won more home games than away games in the Premier League. So it's not just Manchester United.
No, I think it just goes to show how important the home fans are when you get them back again. How valuable, and it's not just a cliche when we say they are our 12th man and we really need their support. Now it's like I can call Chris up and ask him to come to Carrington and play a friendly game. It's almost that similar feel to it. So our fans are so important for us, and I can't wait to get them back.
Simon Peach.
Hi, Ollie. How's Edson Cavani doing? We saw a picture of him training, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, and also it's 6 games in 16 days you've got coming up. How much you're going to need to lean on your squad, and how are they looking?
Yeah, of course, we have to be mindful of little strains and niggles, and decisions have to be made from the kickoff of Sheffield United to the kickoff of Arsenal, it's 15 times 24 hours. So it's going to be very tight. Edinson has done well in his rehab. Still have to make a decision if we should risk him, because it is a risk a little bit too early. So I doubt him to be available for me to pick him tomorrow.
Can I ask about other squad players? Marcos Rojo was registered for the league and hasn't featured. Is he in your plans? And I know Sergio Romero and Phil Jones haven't been included, but what's their situation heading into January?
Yeah, Marcos has just felt a niggle in his calf again. He's worked really hard to come back. He played a game with the reserves, got a knock there, worked really hard again, and then felt something. So he's hopefully back in January, Marcos. Phil, and he should be ready by January. And Sergio has been training hard as well.
Sam Stone.
Ollie, do you think this season is going to be unusual in terms of results all the way through? We saw last night City drawing against West Brom, Chelsea losing at the weekend, Liverpool not beating Fulham. Do you think every game is going to be even harder for you guys than it normally would be, and we'll keep getting shock results?
I think it's also a sign of the Premier League, the quality of the so-called lesser teams. There's no easy game in the Premier League. Then again, the top teams, the last few seasons, they've just had the knack of winning tight games instead of drawing them. So, and with the tight schedule, with whatever is happening around the world and in people's and players' lives, I think, we'll see this throughout this season. Whoever gets a midweek rest might have a big advantage, because if you play midweek every week, it's hard to have everyone 100% sharp for every game.
Per Carlson.
Yes, hello Ole.
Hi.
Sheffield has struggled obviously so far this season, and you have been brilliant away, but one of the standouts for Sheffield United has been Sander Berge. And what do you think about his performances, and how are you planning on keeping him quiet tomorrow?
Yeah, I know more or less all about Sander from when he was in Norway. Spoke to Kjetil Rekdal a lot about him, and he's doing well for the Norwegian national team. He came in, needed probably a little bit of time to get used to the Premier League and the tempo and the intensity of it. And now Sheffield United can see they've signed a very, very good player and a fantastic boy as well. So I'm sure he is only going to be better. And he's going forward more as well now. So and I know all about his strength and in that capability. So we know that with the size of him, we need to look for him.
James Savundra.
Ollie, it was another slight change in shape against Man City on Saturday. You've used a diamond formation. You've used 3 at the back, 4 at the back. How do you feel your players are adjusting to the different styles and different roles a lot of the players are being asked to play on the side?
What was the change in formation then?
You tell me. See if you got it.
Hopper on the left-hand side. He's not really played there too much previously.
Yeah, over 4-2-3-1. So he's just coming into that pocket is probably
Paul's favourite position. So I think he did well. Paul did well. The team shape was as it normally is. So I think twice we've played with 3 at the back. We beat PSG in one of them, and unfortunately we lost to Leipzig. We played a full game against Leipzig at home in a diamond, and we played 2 half games in a diamond. So 4 out of about 20 games is not too bad of consistency with our normal shape. Of course, that's what we work on more or less every day. Some details will change within the same system, of course. If you have Dan James on the left wing compared to Paul Pogba, it's a different scenario. Or Marcus Rashford, right wing, compared to Juan Mata. So It's just sometimes you look at the opposition and you look at where we need players with different qualities. And I think they're coping well with it.